We're across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New York Giants. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Brady going to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Brady. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Tampa Bay.
That's caught out wide by Cooks. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The throw there by Brady, intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady, got his man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. This is Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Ronald Jones. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Giants nothing.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He was a good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run for the 1st time with Saquon Barkley. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And they'll run for it with Barkley. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats. Throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage. Okay.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you a point, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
The pass.
Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 10, Giants nothing.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Here we go. Here we go. 45. You ain't going nowhere. Hey, check my 45.
Back to throw again. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Again, he'll drop to throw. Barkley hit and the ball pops free. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
He was brought down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
In punt formation for the Buccaneers.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we can put some points up and have a little momentum going. They got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go, and move on to the next series.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 22-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Buccaneers 14-yard line.
$14-yard line, 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Giants are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now a play fake, Brady. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me wasn't Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
That's what two is coming. 22's coming. Start defense.
To throw, it's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Darius Slayton. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw now on the final play. And that's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
On the carry. Vita Vea on the stop. Brings up third.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's got room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. That throw by Brady incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Inside 4 minutes to go. Third quarter. On first down, Brady. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Complete.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay!
Complete.
Chris Godwin, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
An extra point is good.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Balaj. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
With it is Brown. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Buccaneers.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. So they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. A quick throw by Brady complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Brady. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Again, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Brady's pass.
Mike Evans, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Buccaneers 24, Giants 17.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete here.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gano now to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Graham Gano is set to kick off.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on first and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
At the 28.
Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
3 brings up second and 7.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Brady took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
19 yards.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Brady now on 1st down. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And a short gain down to about the 33.
He's taken down at the 30.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Brady's throw there complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Complete to Ronald
That might
Jones.
feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He was brought down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts
2 yards
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
17-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
He was taken down.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts
2 yards.
as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. He changed the name, I like your respect. Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Brady to throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Number 13,
Mike Evans
Touchdown.
with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Buccaneers.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On the delay, Jones. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Good job over there, baby. I see y'all. Good job over there, baby.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Like 22's coming, 22's coming. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
They'll go with Jones. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
Turnover on downs.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Bucs, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.